Good morning. We are on Wednesday. What is today? The 18th of January. So I already pulled cards because I have to rush off again. So today I feel like this is about a connection. It doesn't have to be a romantic one. It could be like a long-term connection, family member, something like that. But there's something here where you feel like something's lacking with this person. I feel like you might be judging them a little bit. So for some reason, I'm getting like parents, because you know how kids, when they grow up, they kind of start seeing their parents differently. They start seeing their flaws, so it can make it a little more difficult. You see them as human, and sometimes, there could be embarrassment or different things like that. This is like, collaborating, working together, but there's a little bit of judgment here, like kind of feeling like what they did to you instead of figuring out what happened in their life, because we always look at our parents as like, the ones who are supposed to know all the answers and treat us good and all that. But you got to realize that they are coming from a background too, that they're human. They've went through struggles and shadows and trauma as well. So what I see here is this lack. But you have to look about like how much stuff they have gotten through, what they have accomplished and struggled with through their life as well. And this is taking action to mend that connection, because I feel like there's some kind of distance here and a little bit of judgment. And now it is time to set some intentions to build this relationship back up and kind of be understanding. Because I don't feel this person, I feel they want the best for you. It's just that they are human and went through struggles and made mistakes as well. And if you're being too harsh, it can kind of sever that relationship. So there is kind of illumination here, happiness, and this is like planting those seeds to build that connection, communication. Maybe hear them out. You might not even realize something. Sometimes when we have a deep conversation or even just open up to somebody, we can find out things that we didn't realize before. And this is like balancing that energy out and starting like new, fresh, seeing things from different perspective, and leaving behind those disappointments that have what have happened, the mistakes that have been made. Because like I said, everyone is human. We all make mistakes. And who are we to judge, because we have our own mistakes and faults, so I feel like this could be a connection, like I said, with a family member, a sister, a brother, a parent. It could even be a relationship with a friend, or even an intimate partner, but there's some kind of judging someone like harshly because of something they did, and not letting them live it down. And this is kind of coming back into that connection. So, here's the juggling card. So I feel like, it might take some time, but I really feel like if you have that, open up your heart and be understanding and not judgmental, and really work on listening instead of just coming to that conclusion, listening to what they have to say, allowing them the space to open up, because I feel like it's something that they maybe don't want to talk about. It could be some kind of trauma in their life. And then I feel like in the future, it's going to be, worked on, a stronger connection is going to be built, some understanding. And then, this is coming from that, higher self. So I feel like coming from that place of non-judgment, respecting for somebody, being understanding of what they went through, I really feel like this will build a connection that maybe has gotten severed along the way. And I feel like it's because of people looking at it as, well, you did this, or you aren't perfect, or anything like that, which we aren't, well, all aren't. I do feel like this person does have some regrets in their life, and some challenges and struggles, and some even trauma through their life, that you might not even be aware of, and that could be affecting them. But I do think they're trying to, have this connection with you, and are trying to do their best, as well as want the best for you. But I feel like, there's been some kind of mistakes made over the years, or maybe things didn't go the way you thought, and there's a little bit of judgment and harshness here. So being a little more understanding, I feel, is really beneficial. And I feel like the universe and spirit wants you to have that, because there's nothing worse than regret. Like later you think, I wish I would have gave this person the benefit of the doubt, or I wish I would have had that better connection. So I feel that's what's coming up. It's interesting. So maybe you have that opportunity today to start building that connection. Maybe reach out, give somebody a phone call, whatever, because I feel like that's going to be like this universe and spirit want this intention for you in the material world. They want you to have that bond, that connection. So if there's been anything that's happened in the past, it's time for forgiveness. It's time to open up and be a little more understanding and a little less judgmental. So thanks so much for watching. That was a little deep one today, but yeah, there's people in our past, or even that we have in our life as family members and stuff, that we lose touch with, and I feel like this is getting back in touch, relearning that person, starting fresh. So that is your message today. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.